Hey, Blue Rockers, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Yay! It's Valentine's Day. Just wanted to call in and say hi. I'm getting a little feedback here, so I'm not going to even listen to that. I don't want to cause any problems, so I want to make sure we're doing well. Make sure we got some sound. Yay! Yay, we got it. Hey there. Oh, what's going on with my hair there? What's that? Get down. Tame yourself there, buddy. Let's go. Forget it. It's there. That's what's going to happen. Oh, well, I'll fix everything here. What's going on? I've been trying to get ready, and this is what happens for me. Okay. Well, anyway, I hope everything's coming across right now. Let's see if it is. Make sure we're good to go. Come on. I need a crew. You know what I'm saying? I need a crew to keep this going. Looks like it's a healthy live stream is what it says, but it looks like to me it's locked. So come on. Okay, we're going. So again, hello Blue Rockers. Welcome to Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Just wanted to say a quick hello and happy Valentine's Day. That's really about it. I really like this right here. Isn't that cool? It's actually a GIF, so it's even cooler when it says the GIF or GIF or whatever you want to call it. So it's all sparkly and everything. So I like that. Not the typical red or pink. I thought that was kind of cool. I like that. Gold and silver. So anyway, that was really about it. It's been some sad news on such a beautiful day as Valentine's Day with the shootings in Florida. That's a terrible thing. I don't know. I guess I'm hesitant to tell you, but it was like within the past week or so, something was in my head that said massacre on Valentine's Day. And I was like, oh, Valentine's Day massacre. I just said it in my head. I'm not saying that that's what this was, but it's just one of those things that a lot of you Blue Rockers understand, that there are times where some people might call it a deja vu, other people call it kind of seeing things in advance. Now, you never know until it happens. It just happens. You see something or you think something, you just kind of blow it off because you never take it in mind that something could happen. And I'm not saying any of that did, but it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So I feel for and want to say prayers out to the family of the victims and all the people that are involved in that situation. Just absolutely horrible. But I am glad they got the guy. I'm glad they got the punk. The punk, right? Punk? It doesn't even work, right? That's silly, but I'm glad they got the guy. I don't like when the person that does those things ends up being killed. I like when we can get them alive and they have to deal with it, and then we learn so much more that way, or at least I hope so. So we'll find out in this case. It's just a horrible, horrible thing. I'm still not over Vegas. I've never heard a motive. I've never heard more of the details. It seems like that's been very hush-hush. I don't even hear much from the families or, anything. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not watching enough news or something like that, but I haven't heard much on any of these things. But let's go to brighter things and send our prayers out for sure to those families in that incident. So back to, we can actually go back to something friendly and happy, right, where they can't. So I really feel bad even doing that. A lot of people said, hey, why didn't you get into news, Connie? You studied broadcast journalism. Because I don't like these situations when I very first when I was in college and we did internships to local news stations. We were the interns were the ones that, first of all the good paid reporters would get their task of what to do for the day, their mission. And then whatever was left, the little interns that were hanging around, hoping for something to start working because you can't wait to do it. Well, what was left were things that were not planned or scheduled stories. And those things were fires, car accidents, and events like this. This is the types of things. They were always something negative, horrible, fatal. And as cool as it's supposed to be to get the leading story, especially as an intern, you get the leading story, it was very hard for me because they never showed our face. We were just interns, but we would get the story and bring it back and write it up, and the anchor would of course read it, and it would be the lead story because it was a fatal accident or a fatal fire or something. I couldn't do it. I hated it. Here I am at a crash scene, and they're wheeling someone off. I remember this one distinctly. They were wheeling a guy off. I was clueless. I didn't know. I think it was the very first one I went to. They were wheeling a guy out, and you could tell he was in pain. And then there was another car, and there was a little lady, older lady. And I was like, well, why are you all not helping her? And I couldn't understand. Why weren't they helping her? She's the little old lady. And she had died. And I see it now vividly. And I just can't imagine all the different scenarios in there. I mean, you had all the firemen and the paramedics, and you had everybody there they knew exactly what they were doing. They were just going at it. And here I was, the newbie in the scene, in the situation, as a kid. I don't know, I was probably 19 or 20, and just looking as in, what do I do here? The photographer was getting B-roll, and I'm looking around, and I see that the guy they pulled out, you could tell he was in massive pain, and he didn't know what was going on. He was looking around. And then there was the little old lady. It was so peaceful and quiet there, with all the chaos. I couldn't understand. I couldn't comprehend what was going on. And I think the photographer at that point said, they can't help her. And I think he even had to tell me, so, you're supposed to talk to these people and get what you're supposed to get. The information, who, when, why, where, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm certainly not going to talk to the guy they're wheeling out, even though I probably could have. He was alert. Couldn't talk to the other person. But what bugged me the most was, I'm that almost like that little nosy person getting the details of what's going on. Come on, tell me the scoop. Come on. And I didn't like it because not only was I interfering in something I felt was not my business. I felt like I shouldn't be here. There's enough chaos, and it's enough horrible stuff for everybody to deal with to have somebody coming in. So what happened? Tell me what happened. Who am I? Just a reporter so I could tell the rest of the city and state what was going on? Hated it. But the biggest thing of all that I hated was that this lady was probably going to pick up a loaf of bread and probably going back home or going to her grandkids or something, and that happened. And I'm going to be the one I'm there trying to get information in a way just so I can tell the story when the family is still waiting for her to come home. And all this stuff is going on around her that they don't even know. They're just still waiting for her to come home. I could not handle that. So I can't imagine when the people, the first respondents, all the first responders, everybody that's a part of this, including the news people, to see something so much bigger and more graphic. But I couldn't even handle the little stuff. Years and years and years ago, there was a really bad car accident where a bunch of teenagers were in a Jeep, and it must have flipped 2 or 3 times, and it hit this wall. And I was in the house, right in the house that the wall was on the other side of the wall that got hit. And they said it happened all the time. The thing, people hit that wall. Well, I had just got my very first ever video camera, and it was one of those ones you stick up here, and it had a VHS tape in it, and I was like, this is it, this is cool, I'm going to start doing what I want to do, videotape and film and TV. And I took my camera and went, oh my gosh, I can get this on video, let's do it. And I went out there with it, and I just put it down. I couldn't even do it. There were kids all over the place that were thrown out of the Jeep. Some of them got up in hysteria and then dropped right back down. And they were all over the place. And that would have been an unbelievable story for me. That would have been great. I would have had it all on video, just happening. They're up walking and still falling down. Every bit of that would have been worthy as a reporter. But that just wasn't me. I couldn't do it. So anchoring is what I love, hosting is what I love, and feature stories. Feature. And of course, I believe feature is also crypto. And all the things that we talk here on Blue Rock Talk, Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things. I don't like covering the crime. Now I'll watch it. I'll watch it on TV right there along with you, but I don't want to be the one to bring it to you. In that situation, when you're in that situation, it's a different story. So in that situation, are you one that's going to put the phone up and shoot it? Or are you that one that's going to try to help in some way? And you think it's very disrespectful to do that. Well, that's what I turned out being, and I shouldn't have been. As I was interning to be a reporter, I learned very quickly. In life, you choose your pathways along the way. And remember that when you choose them, when you come to a fork in the road, or, many forks in the road, lots of little ones, big ones, whatever it is, whenever you have to make a choice, if you make the right one, you pretty much know it, right? Everything's going well. But if you make the wrong one, do not be afraid to jump back off and get on track. Do that. If you think, oh, it's going to hurt this person, everybody's going to think badly of me, don't worry about them. They don't have to live your life. You get back on that pathway. Get back on the other pathway. It's okay, because at least you made a choice, and then you found out it was wrong, and it wasn't working, it wasn't right, whatever it was. As soon as you know that, don't live in agony and endure it for the rest of your life. Get out. Hey, don't worry if it's going to hurt the other person. It's going to be better for them too, because whether it's a work situation, a relationship, whatever the relationship is, it's always some sort of relationship type of thing, even if it's to an object. But everybody's going to be happier too if you go the wrong route. You don't want to all endure the wrong route. Get out. Jump back on. Try to get back on the right track. And so it's more important, it's more, what is the word, noble, I guess. I don't know what the word would be, but it's best for you to say, I made a mistake, because we all do. So who cares? Just do it. Don't feel ashamed or guilty or bad. And I know a lot of people that do that. They stay in things they feel they have to do it because of somebody or people in general, strangers, family. Well, the people that really love you, they'll want the best for you. So get over on the right path and don't feel bad. Again, if it does hurt somebody, it'll probably only be short term, especially if it's the wrong thing, because if it's the wrong thing, you're only going to hurt them too. It's going to be best for everybody. So stand up, do your thing. And so I had learned quickly, because I jumped into the reporter thing thinking, okay, great. It was interning, so I was going to get my credits that I needed for class at UK. However, I knew I wanted to be an anchor. If I was going to do anything, it was going to be anchoring, hosting. I never wanted to report. However, a lot of people, they reported first before they anchored. So, you got to try all the things, but I knew immediately, nope, If I don't skip right to anchor, I'm not doing this reporter stuff. Unless it was feature. I did car racing and bike racing and mountain bike racing, car racing, boat racing. All that was cool. It was feature. Pit reporting. That was fun, right? It was feature. It was dangerous, by the way. Dangerous. Dangerous, totally. But it was way better than doing the reporter thing at a local news station and getting the fatalities. I didn't like that. And seeing people in horror and me going, how do you feel? No, that's not me. A lot of people can do that. Not me. So I realized that, got back on the right pathway, and get to do fun things like this. Blue Rock Talk, right? That's fun. All the things we talk about. Bigfoot Friday. Just anything in general that's interesting. So I want to thank you guys for backing me up. Also, crypto. Let me throw this out real quick because you only have so much time for this, and I want to bring it up. So let me talk about this just real quick. Let me pass this on to you. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I gotta find it. Oh, I know where I can find it. I'll just read it from the bottom here. Okay. Just real quick, and then we'll move on. And if you guys want to ask anything, fine. But I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day. So I just want to do say this real quick, though. Those of you that are into the Bitcoin Latina, just a reminder that they do have another, John Gotts is who's heading this. You've seen a couple videos that we've done, myself and him on one, and then myself, him, and Stan Larimer on the other. They have another bonus reward for early oyster eaters, is what he calls it, that will provide an additional 25% more coins to any wallet on BitShares holding the BCL. And that's as of 11:59 p.m. tonight Pacific. Okay, and the additional 25% will be airdropped starting on the 15th, starting tomorrow. I've got a link listed below. Alrighty, I want you to know to trade the BitShares for Bitcoin Latina tokens. Right down below is the link. Also, there was a great response, is what he said, to the 1-for-1 bonus that we did, and nearly 2 million BitShares were traded for the Bitcoin Latina. And that was on BitShares.org. I have a wallet down there below where you can also join yourself. So those people are going to receive double their coins at 12 a.m. the 15th, which is midnight tonight. Okay? Right? Midnight tonight. No, it'll be midnight tomorrow night. Right? 14th. No, yeah. Tonight. Okay. Sorry about that. Now I'm all messed up. So there you go. So the folks in the crypto world, that's very big. It's very important. You got another hour. No, you got 4 more hours because it's Pacific time. So that'll be plenty of time to call your friends and let them know. Alrighty? If you didn't get that, look down below in the description. I have that for you. Alrighty? So happy Valentine's Day. Sending out love to the family. We'll be on Coast to Coast March 3rd and March 24th. March 3rd and March 24th. Cannot tell you who's on yet. Secret, surprise. Shh. Not yet. Not yet. One of them, well, you're going to look forward to one of the stories, and I'm not sure if they're going to give this story or not. I was just hearing about it today. And one of the stories, which I do believe they'll be talking about it, is going to make you go, It's gonna blow your mind a little bit for sure. I'm looking forward to learning more about what they told me, and we'll be sharing that with you if we can on Coast. Sometimes people tell me things that they don't want me to talk about, and I keep my word on that. So I'm not going to say anything about it yet, but I believe we will be able to say it. In fact, I believe it will be in their book, which is on its way to me. And I'm looking forward to that chapter for sure. You will be too. It'll be exciting. That's all I'm going to say. And I will say it is ET related. How's that? I'll give you that much. So don't get mad at me. It's ET related. It's got to be a surprise. Come on. Let's see. So that's pretty much it for the news. That's all I wanted to say. I really appreciate everybody else saying happy Valentine's Day. Oh, look at that. Bullion money. Yeah. Good. All happy. Thank you. Most people are out tonight. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, what's that tell you? That I'm on at 11 o'clock and I'm not out on Valentine's Day. You're right. Shoot, we should have at least had some wine or something to toast, and at least this would have been kind of a date situation, right? What's wrong with me? Well, I did get some roses. Let me see. I think I can put this to where you guys can see something here. Let's see if we can do that. Can I do that? What do I do? How do I do? Oh, okay, here you go. There you go. There. Isn't that? Smells so good. Should I keep that one up? Oh, mercy. Well, I do want to say I've been doing a lot of work with BitShares. They've been great people. Also, that's the godfather of BitShares, Stan Larimer. If you guys get a chance, those of you that have watched those shows, even if you're not in the crypto world, you gotta love Stan. You gotta love Stan. I don't care what you're into. Who doesn't love Stan? So, if you get a chance, the poor guy is working. He's working hard, and he's pooped. If you guys, anybody, whether you're on Steemit, he's at Stan on Steemit. If you, that's pretty much how you can get a hold of him, at Steemit. But also down below, there's his email. Write him a little email. Let him know he's loved. Say happy Valentine's Day. Tell him to keep up the good work. And tell him it's not, what he's doing is going to help a lot of people in the world. And to not give up. And to hang in there. I mean, I would love it if you did that. It would cheer him up, give him some support. Not that he's not cheery or happy or anything like that. It's just I know he's tired and exhausted. He's doing his best, and he's doing a great job. And then he's got a bunch of people like me that are calling him constantly to go, hey, what about this? What about that? And the poor thing, he takes it all. He doesn't say no to anybody. He's a wonderful guy. So if you can pass that on, that would be great. Just give him a hello, keep it up, you're doing well, and let him know you're a blue rocker. That would be good. And if you can draw that, do that. Go, yo. So, oh, look at that. Thank you. Bob C. That's cool. So, Bullion Money, Justin Luce, hey there, and Bob C. and myself, and then a couple other people. We're home on Valentine's night. That's not a bad thing. I got roses. Thank you. Thank you for my roses. And those of you out there, by the way, that have provided me some sort of cryptocurrency in my wallets that I provide down below, thank you for passing on what's like a tip. It keeps me going. It's needed for bluerocktalk. All these platforms give you a way to, have your viewers and subscribers and listeners, support you. Here's where they can do it. Well, when they do it like that, they get 3%, 5%, who knows what percentage they get, but they get a percentage. But nobody even knows how to do that, and unless you're a geek in the geeky world, right? For the most part. But a lot of people are learning more about the crypto and a part of the crypto. And so those of you that do, and you're in it, and you do want to contribute, or if you want to contribute but you're not in it, well, get in it. Because if you do any of the other ones, if you want to contribute to Blue Rock Talk, if you do any of the other ones, they end up getting a percentage of it, and I don't get it for months. So don't do that. If you do want to, do it crypto-wise, and I've got the wallets down below where you can do it. And a lot of people do it anonymously, put your name. That's cool too. I appreciate it. It's nice. But if you get to put your name down, that'll be great. I thank you very much. I understand if you don't want to. But thank you for doing that, by the way. It's really cool. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me smell this rose again. Oh, that smells good. Does it look like I'm getting to it? It's hard to do it on a green screen when you don't have another monitor. Well, really, I don't have anything else to say. There's things I want to say, but I can't. And that's the problem. I'm stuck. I'm never looking for things to talk about. But right now, I am, because I can't announce some things until they're confirmed. And once they're confirmed, then I can go all out. And I want to confirm somebody for tomorrow night's show on Blue Rock Talk, and I can't yet. I want to confirm somebody on Bigfoot Friday, but I can't yet. I want to confirm my people on Coast to Coast, but I can't yet. There's some other really, really also even cooler things that I want to confirm, and I can't yet. So there's a handful of things that I cannot wait to tell you, but I can't yet. Connie can't yet, Willis. So the folks that are here, please give me a like while you're here. So we got one thing going for us. And just one more time again, for those of you in the crypto world, I do want to make sure that you see again that Bitcoin Latina is going all out, for tonight is the deadline, right? What a cool night to have a deadline. BCL, and they have another bonus reward for the early oyster eaters. I love the way John said that. And they're going to provide an additional 25% more coins to any wallet on BitShares holding BCL as of 11:59 Pacific time tonight. And the additional 25 is going to be airdropped starting on the 15th. Right, tomorrow there's a link down below in the description, and this information is too, so if you're not getting it from me, it's right down below. They really did have a good response with the 1-for-1 bonus, and they said nearly 2 million BitShares were traded for the BCL tokens on BitShares.org, and that's where you had to do it. The other thing is, because several of you got in touch with me, you were wanting to, do I have it up here? Yeah. I guess he had asked about if you have some Bitcoin, you want to sell it as miners. I think I still don't get the miner thing yet and how this all works. It's very, very, gosh, it's tough. I know it is, people. It's a learning curve. Some of my most intelligent friends do not even want to dare start learning about it because they're thinking it's just going to twist my mind. It's really not that bad if you're told about it, but there's so much to still be told about with me. And I've asked about the miners along the way, but I don't think I was ready at that point to accept it yet because there was just too much in my head. But for those of you that he was asking about that, if you wanted to sell your Bitcoin, well, if that was you, I know there are several of you. Down below, write to John at BitcoinLatina.org. The link is down below his email address. And you can tell him that. Okay, go straight to him. Tell him you're a blue rocker, and maybe he'll take you first or something. I don't know. But let him know you're a blue rocker. You heard on Blue Rock Talk. But that is down below for those of you that want to do that. I've got that in the description. All right, so that's it. Again, I also have down below how you can get in touch with Stan Larimer. Give him a hello, a happy Valentine's Day. Even if you're a guy, don't worry about that. Just wish him luck. Tell him he's doing a great job. Tell him to hang in there, that all of his work and time that he is spending, that he's not sleeping, is going to pay off, because he's just good people. He's good people. He really is. Everybody goes to him. Everybody that's working with him goes right to him, and he takes it all and he listens to it all, And he still gets his articles in. He still gets his Sunday school classes in too, by the way, that he teaches at the college level. And he prioritizes, but he's got a lot going on. So please encourage him and give him a nice thumbs up and make him smile. It'll be nice to hear things like that. He's a good guy. But that's really it. Okay, no questions. We're good to go. You guys are, happy Valentine's Day. Wait a minute. Let me smell my rose one more time. Tell me if it's authentic looking. Oh, I should have a bee flying around. Does it look like I'm getting close to it? Oh, no. Oh, because my hand gets out of the way. Look. Whoa. Oh, shoot. I need to widen that to be effective. So anyway, no big deal. Everything else you guys got, I'm going to switch back to the other. Thank you for my roses. And let's go back to this one. It's really cool looking too. Ooh, the reason I did that, again, crypto folks, the Quint is coming soon. The Quint is coming soon. The Quint. Gold-backed crypto. Silver-backed crypto. It's a family of precious metals. It's coming soon. That's about all I can tell you there too. See, I'm dying here, but that's the way it is. Because there's not just going to be Quint and Quint S. There's going to be some other Quint. Isn't that cool? Coming soon. And I can tell you this, private investors get a chance at it. So that's how soon it's going to be, all right? That's all I can say. That's all I can say. So one quick flash of my buddy here. Let me give you a quick flash of my buddy. Okay, quick flash of my buddy. Penny's giving you a raspberry. You can't, that's the cutest face in the world. And she says, Happy Valentine's Day to ya. And she's my girl. She's my girl. So again, you guys take care. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow night we'll be on, actually tomorrow night, what I was talking about that we were going to do was go over David M. Jacobs' questionnaire. If you go David M. Jacobs, the abductee, he's got a questionnaire on his website to see if that's what you are. Because he doesn't, if you claim that you are and you call him and say, please, I want you to go through whatever you need to go through. I believe this is happening to me. He's going to say, take the questionnaire. At the end of it, it will be sent to me. And from there, he decides if he feels you're worthy of it. So it's all based on that questionnaire. So tomorrow, let's do that. We're going to go over the questionnaire. I think that'll be fun. All right, everybody, have a good night. I got lots more to do. Work-wise, those of you that see this later, I hope you had a great Valentine's evening. I hope you had the romance that it's all about, the lights dimmed, the candles, the great wine and dinner, and nice, fun chocolates and flowers and all that kind of stuff too. But I hope more than anything that you had somebody special to share it with, because that's what it's about. And if you do have someone special to share it with, and if you didn't take this at least this one night out, come on. then somebody needs to smack the romance back into you. If there is somebody out there special to you, don't wait another minute to tell them. You don't know what's going to happen in that next second. All we have is now. So if there is somebody special, then, don't waste another second. Tell them. Let them know. Go to them. And if you feel that you're on the wrong pathway with someone else, and you know that there's someone else out there for you, or maybe they're there now, or maybe they will be in the future, then don't endure it with someone else, and don't do that to them as well. Get out. Don't always just get out for someone else. Don't wait till that someone else pulls you out. Don't get out. I'm sure they feel it from you too. And I'm just talking relationships at this point. Even at work relationships. If you're hating it, they're probably hating you too. All right, everybody, have a good night. I can go on forever with this. Thank you again for being Blue Rockers, and happy Valentine's Day to you all. It's so good that you guys are supporting me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night. Happy Valentine's. Thank you for supporting me. Be back on Blue Rock Talk tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, as well as Coast to Coast, March 3rd and March 24th. I can't wait to give you great news and who the guests are, too. Good night, everybody.